Hey everyone, Mark Tenlow here. I want to do a video on how to help people at random. It's an interesting topic. Um, whenever you meet someone new for the first time, you might ask them, "How are you?" or "What job do you have?" That sort of thing. Really boring stuff. But do you ever ask them how they look after their health? That's the most important thing you could ever ask a person. I think that in our day-to-day life, we often forget the important things that we need to do to look after our health. And we forget these things, and we become engrossed in our business and our daily life without remembering that we need to go to the dentist every 6 months. We need to brush and floss our teeth every day. We need to have good hygiene habits, take a shower every day, look after ourselves financially, have money in the bank, um, and eat a primarily plant-based diet. All these things are the most important things you could ever think of doing. And when we forget these things, we forget the human side of our existence. So I want to just give you an example of one of the things that I did today to showcase how I'm asking people how they are. So it follows in tradition somewhat of an organization called Are You OK, which is a great organization, and they have very, very good morals, I believe. Basically, their ethos is to ask people how they are with the simple question, "Are you okay?" Um, and allow people to speak out how they feel about what their life is like, and to divulge all their grievances and their unhappinesses, and have someone as a friend to be with. I think this organisation is a great organisation. I think that they do a lot of good work, and I'm very pleased that I support them in so many ways. So this is the email that I sent to Steve, one of my colleagues in the building that I live in with. I wrote, "Non-urgent advice on lifestyle choices. Hey Steve, this is a non-urgent email detailing some of the most important advice I have for my friends and colleagues. I noticed that your facial skin has become quite dark, and it appears that you have had a lot of sun exposure. Using a hat and sunscreen will help prevent skin redness. Also, things like visiting the dentist every 6 months is something that many people often forget. Also, giving up meat, dairy and eggs, otherwise known as having a plant-based diet. This is highly, highly recommended for your health and longevity. I understand that one of the Ridge's receptionists, whose name I think is Vanessa, is a vegan, and I am very proud of her for that. She is also a wonderful person. Hope this helps. I am attaching a newsletter for more information on the last of these points if you have some time out to read. Enjoy. Best wishes, Mark." So that's the email that I wrote. Um, it's just a brief email, but I think that my building manager Steve, is pretty open and receptive to new information, and that's why I believe that sending him this information in a very honest and upfront way would probably help him to help himself. Um, and don't assume that people who look okay and look fine and are okay with everything and are friendly to you. Don't assume that there's everything is going right in their life. Sometimes a lot of things happen below the surface. Problems with relationships, with family, with friends, with colleagues, financially, socially, all these problems that people have. We can help them by being a friend to them and asking the question, "Are you okay?" Sometimes they won't talk to us. Sometimes people won't talk to you. Sometimes people won't understand what you're talking about. Sometimes you won't understand them and they won't understand you. And that's just the way it is. But to attempt to be a good friend to someone is something that I believe is very important. And I hope that being a friend to people and just telling them all these basic good wisdoms is a step in the right direction. The interesting thing about my father is that he never did these things for me. He never asked me how I was and how I was feeling, and whether I could be happier, made happier as a result of something else that he did. My family were never very receptive or very kind to me, and I believe that I had a good life as a child, and I think that those childhood habits that I formed when I was very young still allow me to be a very compassionate and kind person and to reach out to other people. So I hope that this video brings value to you and to your loved ones, including your friends, family, and colleagues, and that you spread the word on Are You Okay? So look up Are You Okay on the website on the internet, and have a good day.